Let me go to Brent out of Oklahoma. There's one line open, 888-7753-773. Brent, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Brent. Thanks for calling.
Hey, I just wanted to give you a call. It's been about a year and a half or so. The last time I called, I was on probably 5 or 6 different medications. Just my life was miserable. And I just appreciated the message that you kept harping on over and over again. I decided I had nothing left to lose. I was like, okay. Because at first, when I saw you, you were very funny. And you're a very funny person, but I also thought, I was like, is he retarded? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or is he wise? I don't know. So, I was like, I'm going to try something different because my way is just not working. It hasn't worked. It's just not going to work. And I let go of the anger. I went and forgave. I did a few of the things that you recommended that I go and do. And no more Prozac. None of the other medications just anymore. Of course, I had to slowly taper off, to do it the right way. But I don't know. Life has just been better than I could have imagined. And the one thing I will say about it is when I was younger, the way the days just felt really long and without much worry or concern, it felt similar to that, but not exactly the same because, you're just not a child anymore. But
right.
Life just started to happen. And now I bought my first house. Life's just good. So, hey, I appreciate the message that you put out there for everybody. And,
You're
thank
welcome,
God
man.
first and foremost, because I know you can just point us to the message, but it's not you that's helping me. It's God that's helping us. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome, man. Are you doing the silent prayer?
Yes, sir.
Every morning and night?
And in the afternoons, yes.
Nice. Brent, if you stay with that, and I encourage you to, your mind will become clearer and clearer and clearer, and it's going to be amazing to overcome the fallen state, the dark world, the unnatural way of living, and return to the natural way of living as you did when you were a child before you were traumatized. It's going to be amazing. There are no words to express how easy it will be to just live. That's all you got to do, and life will be provided. It just get better for you, man.
I had an incident that happened a couple of weeks ago. I was in the gas station, and I used to be very quick to anger. And this lady in the gas station, I'm just walking up to the counter, and I can tell that, and she black, and she just had this. She has just had this persona. It just looked like, walk on the other side, let her have her own lane, which I did, and she just came into my lane and shoulder checked me just for no reason, and I didn't feel anything.
Nice.
And I thought I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. I was like, a year or so ago, I wouldn't have been happy. And maybe I wouldn't have done anything, but it would have ruined my day.
Yeah.
I would have thought about nothing but that moment for weeks. It just didn't do anything. I was just like, wow. I was like, that's crazy. So that was just an example.
That's a good one, too, because what I want you to know, in perfect love, there is no frustration. There's no ego. There's no worrying and being angry at people, and because they can't help it. If something else is driving them. and they literally cannot help themselves. They just don't know that something else is causing them to think and act and do what they do. They can't see. But because you can see now, you can see what's going on with them, and it prevents you from judging them.
Yes, sir. That's very true.
Well, that
I know you
is
got other callers.
that is an amazing testimony, man. Thank you for it.
I know you got other callers, so I'm going to say one last thing. I know how you loved Revolver. I just saw a movie the other day called Nefarious, and it's an exorcism movie, but I think it's really interesting. Maybe you should check it out, maybe not.
Okay.
But it highlights really kind of what you talk about oftentimes, about the spirit that dwells within people.
Yeah.
And it illustrates this perfectly in this movie without the Hollywood take on exorcism where they're crawling up on the walls and all of that. It's purely mental, and it shows this man spiritually possessed by this demon who takes over his thoughts, his emotions, and everything. I just think it illustrates it beautifully.
I'm going to definitely try and check it out, man. Nefarious. Sean, write that down for me. Text it to me. Amazing.
Well, hey, you have a blessed day. Hell in a handbasket. Heaven within.
That's right, man. Stay with us. Stay with us. Thanks for your call.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I'm telling you, folks, all of us are possessed, and we must be born again, and we will be possessed of good when you overcome evil.